Who are the victims of domestic abuse?
Those who are trapped in a toxic relationship.
Just children in a family and wives, mostly.
Yeah, they're definitely victims. Anybody
Everyone
can be
really,
a victim.
Anyone? I'd say anyone, possibly. Maybe the people around the people. I'd say everyone, really.
Yeah.
Anyone in a relationship, anyone within a family. I would say anyone involved in some kind of peer-on-peer relationship. It could be with friends or family. I would say anyone who has people close to them. I think domestic probably means something that is fairly close to their heart, whether it's at home, whether it's friends or family. So I think anyone could be a victim.
Did you know that in the UK, in their lifetimes, 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men will suffer some form of domestic abuse?
Wow. I didn't know that.
Who do you think are the perpetrators of domestic violence?
You hear about a lot more men, but the women can also be domestic abusers.
It can be just about anyone, as long as they've got the sufficient power.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you have no real ties to somebody, and if you can just leave at any point easily, and there's not like a sort of coercion going on, it'd be more difficult to be domestically abused. So to have that kind of power over someone, and it could be physical strength if it's that sort of situation, or it could be emotional, it could be manipulation. So if somebody's able to get themselves out of that situation and knows to, it will be harder for them to be domestically abused. So you'd expect the perpetrator to somehow manipulate or take physical power over someone.
Probably just, I don't know, probably boys and like adults, like probably male men, just adults mainly.
It could be literally anyone.
Yeah.
Usually like a partner or an ex-partner, but it could be like family members
Yeah, it
as
could
well.
even be like parents.
Yeah.
Or even brothers or
It could be
sisters.
friends or anything.
Yeah.
Actually, 61% of the men who have reached out to help, to get help at the Mankind helpline had never spoken to anyone before about the abuse. And 64% said they would never have called the helpline if it was not anonymous.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to take statistics because actually reporting levels are completely different.
Yeah, exactly. And that's still a high number, 60%. That's still a high number.
What forms do you think domestic abuse occurs in?
I think it can be any. Verbally, physically, mentally. It all affects the person being abused.
Physical and mental.
Violence. Like verbal abuse.
Like isolating people.
Yeah. And like manipulation as well.
Like verbal and physical.
Yeah, as I say, one of the biggest sort of forms is psychological, and it's about coercion and control, and sort of controlling, threatening and degrading behaviour that's restricting the victim's freedoms. How could you recognise that you may be in an abusive relationship?
I think other people point it out to you a lot.
Yeah.
If they see it and you don't realise that it's happening, but then a lot of the time you don't believe that it is happening because your brain just makes you think it's
I think it would be difficult to recognise. I'm not really sure how you would. It depends if it's physical, you're much more likely to know because it's obvious. But if you're being manipulated, I don't know if you would be able to tell. Someone else might be able to tell for you.
If you feel like you're being controlled, or you don't feel free in that relationship.
When a person is becoming like overly controlling or trying to force you to do things that you don't want to do, or getting angry at you for like not wanting to do something.
What resources are you aware of that are available for domestic abuse support?
In Harrogate, the New Beginnings charity helps survivors of domestic abuse. I'm not really sure of any others. I would probably just say I would have to turn to friends or family.
I didn't really know of many, other than for Kids Childline, and then New Beginnings, who came in as the charity. None of those. Maybe if I was to go to talk to other adults or friends, but I don't know about charitable organisations. They're the police, obviously.
I think there's a helpline and there's IDAS which helps with it. But yeah, that's what I know of.
Exactly, yeah. New Beginnings, they provide a safe environment for women and their children to re-establish themselves, and
There's a lot of like hostels as well for people to go to.
yeah, like safe houses for them to go to for a night. So if they, like fire stations as well, they will offer that kind of service.
Hello, I'm Lindsay Oliver and I'm CEO of New Beginnings Peer Support. If you are still struggling with the after effects of domestic abuse and you have already left the relationship, please get in touch at inquiries@newbeginningspeersupport.com. Alternatively, if you are still in the relationship and in need of immediate support, please call 999. You can also register your telephone by your mobile phone by texting register to 999 so that you can have a text conversation when you need, or when calling 999 you can press number 55 so that you can be so they are aware that you need support and help without raising awareness that you're on the phone to the police. Immediate help can also be sought from IDAS. They are available at idas.org.uk. They are the North Yorkshire Crisis Service. Or you can speak to or look at websites such as Women's Aid or Refuge. Thank you.